Up until this point, Mad Cleaning has been dealing with inventoriable costs for their budgets, and by that I mean things directly related to manufacturing, which under the rules of accounting they are allowed to expense as a cost of production or a cost of goods sold. So things like their direct materials, their direct labor, and any other costs that are indirect but are directly associated with manufacturing, like the rent on their facility, the property taxes on their production facility, etc. Well, that's not the only thing they have to pay, because Mad Cleaning is going to still incur costs, which under the rules of accounting, the generally accepted accounting principles, they are not allowed to contain in the value of their inventory and eventually expense through COGS. They have to write off as a selling and administrative expense. So these are their period costs. These are the things that can't be put into the cost of inventory. That includes the salaries of anybody who is working for the company who is not directly involved with production. So in this case, we have Miss Madenoff and the gentleman that she hired to be the consultant. They are administrators. They don't actually make these bottles of all-purpose cleaner, so their salaries can't be contained in inventory. So their salaries need to be recorded as a selling and administrative expense. And we see right here that in total, Mad Cleaning is going to have $2,000 worth of salary and administrative expense during the period. And they're going to need things to do their job function, pieces of equipment, etc., which are not directly used for production. Their office computers, their furniture for their desk, maybe they're at a separate facility away from production where they operate their business out of some kind of office somewhere. Since those things aren't directly involved with manufacturing, their cost can't be put into inventory. They have to be recorded as a selling and administrative expense. So let's say that Mad Cleaning for the month of January 20XX is going to have $500 in depreciation for those depreciable assets which are not used directly with production. And then there's all sorts of other stuff that could go in there as well. The supplies that they use, for example, could be something that would be another selling administrative expense that they can't put into inventory because it's not directly related to production. So they also have $500 in other fixed S&A expenses. So in total, what does Mad Cleaning expect to pay for costs which they can't put into the value of inventory, and therefore they won't end up getting expense through cost of goods sold on our cost of goods sold budget? Well, they have those $2,000 in administrative expenses. They have the $500 in fixed depreciation expenses for assets which are not directly used in production. And they have $500 in other fixed S&A expenses, which means that in total, if we add those three numbers up, find their sum, Mad Cleaning is expecting to incur $3,000 of fixed selling and administrative expenses during the month of January 20XX.